Are you ready to listen to a podcast?
Here comes the Playhouse Podcast, thanks to Bradshaw and Bryan Law Offices.
Find, subscribe, and listen.
Did you miss a show? Download the podcast now.
Hey, it's Elena J. So during the show, JJ got a text from his sister saying that she was kicked out of bingo last night. Why? Plus, are you scared of dying? And Kat channels her inner Miss Cleo to do some tarot card readings. But are her readings accurate? All of this plus so much more is coming up in the Playhouse Podcast, which starts now.
I just got a text from my sister.
Yeah.
I'm going to read you the entire text. All it says is, got kicked out of bingo last night. Okay, now I'm putting my phone down.
Look at my surprise face. I don't even have one on.
I saw the little bubbles popping up. She's texting me right back. Let's put a quick bet on this. Elena, I know you don't know my sister as well as Kat does, but you've obviously heard enough about her to be able to put her in the crosshairs. Why do you think... My sister's younger than me, by the way. She shouldn't be going to bingo. This is an odd situation.
She does these girls' nights out.
Why do you think my sister got kicked out of bingo?
She called somebody a cheater, and they got into a fight.
Okay. I think that's a very plausible situation.
I'm going to go along that route, but I would say it's a bit more colorful of what she yelled out, paired with the face.
So you think she got a bingo and then yelled out something extremely inappropriate?
Probably.
If you had to pick a letter that cuss word of inappropriateness started with, okay.
The girl is the loose cannon.
Oh, boy. I got to figure out, why do you think she got kicked? I'm going to say she called bingo too many times without a bingo. Mm. And they turned on her and then kicked her out.
Maybe she was playing too many cards.
Like she just, well, and again, bingo's not and Tanya, you're a great human and everything like that, but let's just call the baby ugly. My sister doesn't roll with the rules. So I think sometimes when she's got 3 in a column, she would just yell out bingo because she thought she was entitled to a bingo.
Yeah. You know, Elena, like how JJ will just say whatever he is thinking. So I want you to multiply that by 100. Oh
she's me on acid, steroids, and shrooms. So... You guys ready for the answer?
Yeah.
The answer is... Apparently, you're not supposed to be laughing and having a good time. People need to seriously chill out. Karens are everywhere.
Oh, man.
No. Nope.
I don't believe it. I need to know what she was laughing at. Was she laughing at someone else and pointing at them?
The real answer. Okay, I want to tie our audience into this real quick as well.
I think Tanya, you should call.
Yeah, call the show. Yeah, okay. I'll get her to call.
I know you only like to talk to her on holidays.
I invite you via text. Here's my problem, is that I only have a 15-second delay, and she's got a mouth like a sailor.
Yeah.
And
see, that's why I don't put my sister on.
So here's what, good call. I would like you to text this show real quick and let us know why you think she got kicked out of bingo. You ready to take her?
I don't know why
Tanya,
you're taking your life.
Hey, don't swear, okay?
Hello?
Yeah, don't swear.
Yeah.
Okay, now, everybody, this is my sister Tanya, who texted me a couple of minutes ago, and the line was, got kicked out of bingo last night. So we've got a long bet right now of why, and as soon as we introduce this to our audience, we got a text from a girl named Bonita and said, she was at Mystic Lake last night. I saw her. She was a few tables up from me. This was the first time I've seen anyone actually get kicked out. So I said, Bonita, you got to, I texted her back. I said, you got to come on the show. She says, I don't want to be on the radio, but she has a very loud laugh that got her into trouble. Everyone was very talkative last night, more than normal. Is this true? You got kicked out of bingo at Mystic Lake for laughing too loud?
What was so funny?
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, no. I think it's great that someone was there and saw it. Like, that's amazing.
You're so proud of this.
Everybody was a little uptight. I mean, we'd had a couple glasses of wine.
Oh, there it is.
Drinks, and we had a bunch of cards going. I couldn't quite keep up.
There it is. I told you.
They were all like, oh, it was because of the mask, but it wasn't because of the mask. It was, I feel like,
you know exactly what set you off. What set you off? It had to.
What letter? What letter under? What number under O?
So So there was a lady sitting like 2 tables away in peach, in like the color peach.
Yeah.
And
No, not in a
she
peach. Okay.
Shut up. I'm really trying. It's hot. I have to speak slow, otherwise I'm going to start swearing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Good. Edit yourself. Thank you.
No, she like completely tried to engage, and she was like talking to me, and I'm like, eyes down, don't do it. You'd have been proud. Like I didn't snap at her or anything, and I really wanted to. And then she got up and went and told people, and then they're like, we're going to need you guys to leave. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding?
Whoa.
I didn't say it.
Yeah,
I didn't. Nope, I didn't. I didn't say the whole word.
I'm missing something, Tanya. I don't know
This
what,
doesn't add up to me.
what the chatter was that made her get up and tattle on you. Like, you have to tell us the truth.
I don't know either. No, for real. Like, I don't know why. I think it's because we were talking a lot, and there were these other 2 ladies at the table with us, and they were like super helpful. They were taking our cards because we couldn't keep up. We might have bit off more than we could chew as far as the amount of cards we were playing.
How many cards were you playing?
Too many. I feel like you have 1 card thing, and I think there's like 9, and we had 2 of them. Okay. So it was really hard to keep up, and I kept asking like, what'd they say? And then Tim was like, I don't know, and we were trying to see the board, and there was a lot going on. And again, we had some drinks. Yeah. So.
Well, super proud of you.
Kicked out. They walked us out.
Yeah.
Whose idea was it to get all boozed up and go to bingo?
I mean, we went to the steakhouse, so
it's a progression. You just move on to the next.
It was God's will.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like Jesus wanted this to happen.
I was drinking with Jesus, and next thing you know, I got kicked out of bingo. All right. Fair enough. Good story. Doesn't equate, but I appreciate you checking in. We'll see you later.
All right, love you.
Love you too.
It was Henry too that adopted Punky.
Oh yeah, it was Henry that adopted Punky Fruit. Look, his cat just spit up her coffee. That came full circle. All right, see ya. Go to work and make your family proud again.
She is not.
That isn't it. Anybody else believe that BS?
Bonita, we won't put you on the radio. You just got to tell us off the air. We will not put you on the radio.
I don't believe it.
Promise you.
I don't believe it. I think she's nope. Nope. Elena, I know that's the first time you've ever talked to my sister. Do you believe her?
No, there's something there.
Yeah.
Like a middle finger involved. There's got to be some secretive, like, you know how she does the itching of the nose with the middle finger? That could have been it.
I just, it ain't paying out. Bonita was at bingo last night with my sister who got kicked out. My sister says she only got kicked out because she was laughing a little too loud. Is that right, Bonita?
That's about it. All I was really paying attention to was you could just hear her laugh. And then I look up and it's her again laughing,
It's her again.
So she was a repeat offender by being too loud at bingo, but was there anything that was inappropriate? Because I feel like certain words were used.
See, and I couldn't hear her talk. She was about 3 tables up. These are big, long, spaced out tables. So I couldn't hear her talking. If she was swearing or anything, I couldn't see how many cards she had. I assumed she had a few drinks. She was laughing so loud. But
you didn't know that she was my sister, did you?
No, I didn't.
So then you turn on the radio this morning, you're like, oh my God, I saw this entire show go down firsthand.
What are the odds?
Exactly, right?
All right. So
how many cards would you recommend somebody get if they were just going to play a really fun game of bingo? Maybe 3 or 4?
Yeah, 2. Well, because there's 3 cards on a sheet.
Right.
Okay.
And
so you get like 2, so it'd be like 6 cards.
Okay.
But I don't even do that. I put it all in the machine. So anybody knew that I take down there, no, get a machine and you don't have to worry about it. But I'm sure that was just women moment. They went in and...
Yeah, well, again, let's just put it this way. If there was 100 brains for my family, I'm going to guess I got about the 94 to 96 percentile. She got the leftovers. And it turned into her getting kicked out of bingo and our audience recognizing it last night. So, hey, I appreciate you hollering at us. So I think we can deduct that she was in a little too far over her head as far as the skill set with this extremely tough game of bingo.
Had a lot of things that rhyme with Chardonnay.
Yeah, the drinks and then the simple fact that, which is weird that I'm the one on the radio and as the broadcaster, but she's 20 times louder than I am. So...
Well, thanks for adding some validity to the story. This was incredible.
Will this stop you from going back to bingo because her type of person goes?
Oh, no.
All right. Did you win anything, by the way, last night?
Unfortunately, no.
But you got to laugh at my idiot sister.
Yeah, actually, you witnessed somebody getting kicked out for the first time.
Yay, first timers!
All right.
All right. Benita, have a great morning. So I have a friend. Let's call him Jim because his name is Jim. He's not going to be happy about this. But I found out when my wife and I saw that his wife was selling a bunch of his stuff, like a golf bag, clubs, and then there was some other stuff like what you would find like in a man cave. And she's selling the stuff on one of these online garage sales, and my wife DM'd her and said, "Hey, what's the deal?" She thought maybe they were going through a divorce or something. Soon. And yeah, it's probably not right around the corner because instead of going to work last week, he spent 3 days on the golf course and burned up 3 vacation days, didn't tell her, and now they don't have enough time saved up for the week they want to take off and do a little road trip before kids go back to school.
Has ended up he used to be able to work from the golf course.
Yeah.
And now he found that he doesn't
He'd
have
rather
to.
take vacation.
Yeah.
And that's all besides the gambling on the golf course. And I think like he's not a horrible golfer, but he really likes to gamble. And talks about losing all the time.
It's not a golf thing.
So I wanted to know, has anybody actually sold like your current boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, husband, wife, made you so mad that you started selling their stuff? Jen, how are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for calling the show. First off, I want to know what you sold. What was the for sale item?
Okay, well, so I didn't exactly sell anything, but to get back at my crappy, cheating, freeloading ex-boyfriend, I filed him as a dependent on my taxes.
Oh, yes, we're playing checkers. You're playing chess, girl.
Look at you.
Yeah, I went back and forth. I'm like, oh, God, should I do this? And I was like, no. I was like, he racked up credit card debt. He can't hold down a job. I paid for his cell phone. He doesn't have a car. I was like, I'm doing it. And I didn't tell him that I was doing it. And then he had a little surprise when he filed his taxes.
I was going to ask, maybe I'm not too hip to that process. I know that I do mine and Derek's together. But like, were you married at the time? Or is this your ex-boyfriend?
No, it was my boyfriend, but he was my adult child.
So then when he goes to file his taxes, can he not file them because he's already been claimed?
He can file them, but it asks you, would anybody file you like as a dependent? And he said no. Oh. And then they don't think so, man-child.
Now, Jen, at what point in this relationship did you look at yourself and go, how did I end up here?
After the second time we got back together, and I was like, why did I think he changed?
Yeah. So give me a number. How much money did you spend on this freeload?
Yeah, what did you get to take off your taxes?
I can't even tell you how much money I spent. It had to have been thousands. He racked up my Walmart credit card for about $5,000. He would go buy video games and not tell me.
Jesus.
Who are these guys? Have some self-respect.
I will tell you, it was a very hard lesson to learn, but a good lesson to learn because I knew exactly what I didn't want.
Yeah.
And now I have a fantastic husband who treats me the exact opposite. And I feel like I went through hell so I could get my husband now.
Oh, look at that. That was very poetic at the end. I like that. You didn't turn that around. I was really expecting this to go to, I'm into girls now.
Oh, sorry, JJ.
Always hopes it goes that way.
I'm trying to do what I can over here to spice it up, but I appreciate you, Jen. Have a great morning.
See? Bye.
I got time for one more call here real quick, and I want to bring Annie on because guys, all I saw was the word guitar. Tell me about it, Annie.
So, because I have this amazing ex-husband.
Yeah.
At the time, he was working a factory job, so he quits his job out of nowhere. So I turn around and I put his prized Gibson guitar on sale.
Get it, girl.
And I got roughly, I think it was like $1,890 out of it, something like that. Like $1,890.
Woo!
He thought I was joking at first.
Yeah.
He was like, "Nah, you're just doing that because you're being petty." Nope. I delivered that to whomever it was that bought it.
Oh my God.
I want to say his name was Dave.
Okay.
Not really sure. Don't really care. Dave made sure my mortgage was paid.
That is classic.
That was thank you, Annie. I appreciate it. We Weird news.
All right, so Netflix has Narcos. It's a series about Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, I've been watching it.
And did you see any interviews with his son, Roberto?
Yeah, this guy's a piece of work.
So, well, I mean, what a crazy life he's lived. Since being a baby, he was rescued as a baby from a fatal shootout, took his mom's life. His dad has tried to kidnap him over the years, so always living in fear. But he was adopted by this M16 agent, and he's been living with him. But now on his deathbed, his adopted father gave him like a coded piece of paper revealing where all of the millions are. What a crazy deal.
So I've been doing that for quite a while, as you can imagine, trying to work it all out. And I've got a long, long way down the road. You know, I've got some pretty good ideas, studying Dad's movements and his style and what he was doing, along with the code. And I realize now there's some Masonic connotations to this, because Dad was a Freemason. And you've got all these other things involved. And I've now been able to sort of work out quite a lot of it. Yes, it's been Hollywoodized, if you like. But this is what this book's about. It's the prequel.
If you know, why would you ever do anything public with it? You go get that money and you just like go away.
Well, here's why. Because you already know that money's been taken by somebody else.
Yeah.
And now you want the book money. That's why that's happening right now.
Go get it. Hey, get me a speed demon bed, would ya? We're going to Indiana, where the police recently arrested Colton Morris for driving 109 in a 45.
You know how fast that is? That's really cooking.
That's very
Especially
fast.
in a 45.
Yes, and so he told cops he's speeding because his girlfriend is so sick and needed food. You know that new craze where the people call their loved one and they're like, listen, I got pulled over for speeding. The cops are following me home because I said that you fell. And so that's why I was speeding. So they're going to come and make sure you're okay. So just to see if their loved ones will sprawl out and like, have you seen those, Elena?
That's wrong.
So funny. But it all turned out to be that he met this person on Tinder. Not, in fact, his girlfriend, but he was 15 minutes late to the hotel meetup.
Oh.
And he just needed to get it out.
Listen,
and
real
so
quick.
Driving recklessly. So.
Everybody raise their hand if you've been a little late for a booty call and you've sped. Just everybody, yeah.
Put your hand down. You've never been late to a booty call.
My wife has called me several times when I've been
right.
golfing and been like, are you coming home fast?
Are you ready?
And I'm like, on my way, sugar.
Okay, sounds good. That is what's weird.
You're sitting in your favorite recliner and you're watching your favorite show and you're craving something yummy, but you're a bit too lazy to get up because who wants to walk, 10 steps to get to the kitchen?
Right.
Nobody. So Auntie Annie's has decided to build this recliner that can order pretzels for you.
Well, now, I know you didn't exactly come from humble beginnings, Elena. Kat, I know you got a giant silver spoon up your butt, but did either of you have wealthy enough parents that they had a recliner with the refrigerator on the side?
What?
You remember, y'all ever seen these? So there was, for a while, you could buy like a sectional. You know what I mean? It had like 5 or 6 reclining chairs or whatever.
Yep.
And in some of the armrests was a plugged-in refrigerator. You could keep sodas or beers or beef sticks or whatever in
Brilliant.
that. But then for a while, I remember these companies, and I was super jealous. I think I was just kind of getting out on my own, like getting done with college. But you could buy a recliner, like a your dad's chair. But on the side, it popped open, and there was like a 2-level refrigerator in there. And it would keep things cold. You guys don't remember these at all? I can't believe neither of you guys had one of these.
No.
But that's like, I think that's the grandfather to what is going on right now.
Yeah, so basically there's like a button, and so you push that button, and then it's like an app that's connected. So then it basically just asks you to confirm via a speaker. You say, yes, confirm the order, and then Auntie Annie's will just send the pretzels to your house.
So you have a 4-year-old that just knows how to say yes. And they are just stuffed full of pretzels.
Well, and again, this is one of the reasons that our country keeps getting fatter and dumber, is now we literally, listen, they also made one that was a potty too. A recliner that had
that's really yucky.
Like one of those camper toilets that you could just pull in and out of the back. So if you wanted to literally sit there and watch the hockey game.
So it was just a fluffy commode.
Kind of. You could just lift the seat and then you'd be sitting on top of the porta potty, essentially. You let it rip. And then later on in the day, and you close it and it was kind of sealed. And then later on in the day, you take it and you go flush it.
Now, I've spent almost a lifetime looking for a recliner, much like the one that my Uncle Don is parked in every single family gathering. We all have that uncle that just sits there, and he just sits there, and it's so comfortable. He got up one time, and I got in, which is like a big no-no. And then you hear like the snap of his finger, like, get out. But I remember how you just sunk into it. It was so comfortable. So,
well, what would you? Okay, Elena, let's do this. If you could have a recliner that would instantly, you press a button, and you have to verify via voice, but in a couple of minutes at your doorstep, what shows up?
Boneless honey barbecue wings with ranch on the side.
Boneless, you're so lazy.
Oh, it's hard to beat. Yeah, you're right. It is a lazy
I let my
thing.
bone in.
Yeah, I bet you do. Kat, you press a button, verify via voice, and instantly at your door within a couple of minutes, what shows up?
You're going to call me weird, but kombucha. Like, I am so addicted to kombucha. Have been for like 2 years, and it makes my stomach feel so good. Like, it settles my stomach.
All right. I think I'm going to go with chicken Caesar salad.
Oh,
yeah.
That's light.
Yeah, I think it's a good, refreshing, quick meal while you're still watching some TV. I don't like to get into like a steak and anything. That's a sit down at the kitchen table and be able to focus on the tastiness situation for me.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to have a mindless food while I'm watching a little TV, maybe in Practical Jokers or something, I'd like to press the button and all of a sudden a nice chicken Caesar salad pops up.
That does sound good.
I was telling Elena off the air, I buy the bag ones at the grocery store, and you just mix it all in. You get a little pepper, you get a couple croutons, you get but then I find myself, it's like just enough where I'm not super full, but I'm a little hungry yet.
Yeah.
So I take my finger and I scrape the inside of the bowl to get all the rest of the Caesar dressing.
See, and then when I do it, then you charge people for the show.
Trevor, how are you this morning, man?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Great. Thanks for asking. I really appreciate it. So we're going to buy you a brand new recliner, and you're going to press a button, and instantly in 10 minutes, what's going to show up at your doorstep?
Tacos, man. Can't go wrong with them.
Tacos. Had some last night.
Soft
they really
shell or
are like the end-all, be-all to a really tough day.
Are you a soft shell or hard shell kind of guy, Trevor?
Soft shell for sure.
Yeah.
Now, I'll do this. I am a taco kind of guy, and a soft shell, absolutely. But I have really steered away from the ground beef in the tacos, and I only prefer chicken now.
Chicken's so watery. I love ground beef. Just some cold sour cream for that snap.
Ooh, yeah. Dan, you got to have the lettuce, too,
Yep.
for the little crunch.
For sure.
Oh, yeah. Both are good. Chicken is good, too.
Well, thank you for calling to talk about it. I'm out.
That's it? You're just leaving now? All right. Trevor, have a great morning, man.
So what do you call a chicken looking at a bowl of salad? A chicken Caesar salad.
Jesus.
Give me a chance to say it earlier. All right.
That's
Moving
pretty good,
on.
actually. Not bad. I ask you, Kat, when the time comes and they lower you into the cold earth,
I'm going to be cremated.
when they put you into the hot oven
Okay.
and it's all over for you here, will have you died afraid to die? They say a lot of people, if you live a long life, will have a moment of levity and clarity on your deathbed.
Yeah.
But if you die in like a chicken wing choking accident,
That would be pretty tragic.
but very apropos for your life, I would say.
Now, I saw it right there in front of me. My grandma Katie, she was ready, and it does, like, when they're okay, it does set your mind at ease a little bit. I
Sure.
want to be super old, like a really good old, still high
I don't want to be
functioning
old enough that I'm crapping myself all the time, though. You know what I
wanna be
mean?
going
That's
to
where I'm
bingo.
checking out. Yeah.
I want to be bringing people cookies. I want to be making people smile. I'm going to be dancing on your grave. Like cane in the air. But I am, like, right now, I would be totally afraid to die.
And the reason we're talking about this is Kat was talking to somebody over the weekend who goes skydiving like once a week. They're like the skydiving tandem dummy.
Yeah.
They're out there for training purposes, and they're not afraid to die. And I'm
I
like,
said, how do you get to that point? He said, I don't know what it is. It just is a feeling of not being afraid. If it happens, it happens.
we have a guy we work with that races cars on the weekend, like is like a race car driver.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say you'd have to be not afraid to die then.
I guess you can go up in a fiery flame pretty
Well,
quick.
you're 200 miles an hour at one point.
Yeah.
And there's just a bunch of fiberglass between you and death. Like,
He's such a level-headed guy. Just to go in circles at
I
such
think
high
some
speeds
level-headed
is so
people
weird.
find that quick shot of adrenaline to be intoxicating.
You think he's a freak?
Oh, in the sheets, probably.
I didn't say the she's. That is our HR guy. Anyway.
Elena, you afraid to die?
Totally. Yeah, I've actually been afraid to die ever since I was a kid.
Yeah.
I would stay up and just cry about it. So
you're so deep.
All right, we opened the door there. I'm not. I'm good. I feel like I've got things where they need to be.
And that's fine. You can have everything in order, but it's still leaving behind people that you love who are going to mourn you for a week. And
I think my faith doesn't believe in that.
Yeah.
I think the way I feel things are going to happen, I don't know if I'm really believing. I mean, they'll be sad for a couple of days. I mean, how do you not miss this? But
you're going to hover above her.
Yeah, no, part of it. No, like I told you, the plan is for her to never take another lover. I will be stuffed, somehow taxidermied and put in the corner of the living room so that every day she sees me looking down upon them.
Can't be worse than that cow picture, I'll tell you that.
Carl's been waiting forever to get out with this man, so I appreciate it. Now, you're not afraid to die, right?
No, I don't feel like I'm afraid of dying.
Why?
I think it's probably because I grew up working in and around the funeral home for my dad, and I think I have a little bit better understanding.
So we had an intern who worked at a morgue, and she had a different way of going about that world, too. I think you're exposed to a lot more than the average person, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. You know, and I want to live a full life, but I think if people, were exposed to it a little bit more like I have been, they would have a little bit more peaceful way of looking at that.
And I appreciate your call. That's the word I was going to use, is that I think if you're exposed to it more often, you see the peaceful side, not necessarily the tragic side. So, I mean, if you're working at a funeral home, I mean, obviously, like the tough ones are going to be, I mean, it's never easy, I'm sure, but the tough ones are going to be like babies that die or kids that die. You know what I mean? Like to see a kid get sick is just, to me, is just like one of the worst things in the history of the world. But then you probably see the good in it and how people get through that tragedy, whether it's their beliefs or whether you're seeing things that you would think are maybe superhuman or a little bit out of this world. I bet you're exposed to that all the time.
Are you like Carl? Are you in that peace of mind mode where if it came down to it, you aren't afraid of dying? This is fascinating when people aren't afraid of that. To me, it's just terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm trying to be careful, but I'm not afraid to die.
You bought a moped. You're not going to be too careful.
Clearly, I'm living my best life right now.
Let me use the power of the tarot to show you the way. Call me now for your free reading.
Is she still alive? Is Miss Cleo still alive?
No.
I thought she might have taken the dirt nap, and I felt bad when it happened.
She passed away.
She didn't see that one coming, though, huh?
What I shouldn't say a scam, but she always walked you into the answer. And then you just kind of answered it.
Oh, my absolute favorite one is the drop that cat got.
Who asked you to go out of town? The stupid young one or the married one?
The married one.
That's what I thought. That's all you have to say behind it. That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's what the cards are showing me. All right, so Elena actually found tarot cards at a garage sale for 50 cents. So we thought that's the yearly budget of the Playhouse. So what we thought we'd do is give our listeners a chance. And here's the thing, guys. They're not real tarot cards. They're housewife tarot cards. So imagine it being in like the 1950s and you or your great-grandmother was June Cleavered up.
Yeah. You don't have to read too far into these, but they're just kind of wiped out.
So if you're in a position where, life is maybe throwing you a couple of curveballs and you're not really sure which direction you need to point yourself, come to the Playhouse. Let us use the power of the tarot to lead you in the right way. Kirsten, how are we feeling this morning?
Good. How are you?
Good. What are you doing?
I'm actually driving my kids to go see my mom right now.
Okay, so the kids are in the car. They're hearing all of this. You're taking them.
They can't hear it. So.
Oh, okay, good, because they might not want to know your future, and you might need to, kind of steer clear of some of this stuff. So, what do you need from Kirsten Cat here to do the tarot? She's cutting the cards right now.
Yeah, I knew that she was the first one we were going to read, so I already drew your three. So we have your past, your present, and your future.
Well, what happened in Kirsten's past here?
All right, which might have led to the kids. Okay, So here we go. Your past is the 7 of Cups is what I drew, and a variety of delectable libations lay before you. The 7 of Cups signal that a choice had to be made. Prosperity overflows in the cocktail lounge of your heart. But if you accept every drink that comes your way, you may regret it in the morning. So were you a hussy?
Oh, my God. No, but actually, just in the last couple of years, I did end up leaving my son's dad, and it was a huge ordeal. It was a lot of moving, a lot of fights. It was a really big deal. Like, going through leaving your kid's dad
Yes.
and then, trying to make a new life for yourself. It's really hard, and it was a really big decision, and I finally made it, and that's what I did, and it was one of the best decisions I ever made.
Good for you.
I mean, listen, I don't want to say that this is the tarot cards are right, but as Cleo said,
That's what I thought.
that's what they thought.
That's what
All
I
right,
thought.
so we're 1 for 1.
But at the end of that, the last sentence was, a choice must be made pronto, last call.
That's what I thought.
It
That's
was
what I thought.
literally, I made it. I made the decision to leave his dad, and I left him the next day.
There we go.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get. No, we gotta go. We gotta go to her present.
This is your present, and the Wheel of Fortune was drawn. Okay, place your bet. Watch the wheel spin around. It may be your night to win the jackpot, but watch out because you may be destined for bankruptcy. Remember, you're playing with the big boys. Are you having money issues?
In the beginning, the guy that I'm dating now, he was my first boyfriend when I was 13. And we got back together. I'm 26 now. So we did get back together, and we had a lot of money issues in the very beginning because I ended up getting pregnant again, and we were trying to make everything work with me moving because I moved pretty far away, and being pregnant and getting everything figured out. In the end, everything did work out. But it's funny because I always say that I hit the boyfriend lottery when I talk about him.
Nice.
That's what I thought.
Okay. So number 3, this is your future now. This is so we're glad to know that you were able to move on, that you got things ironed out, and your future now holds.
I'm excited for this. 9 of Pentacles, which means
That's what I thought.
like an automatic dishwasher, you are completely self-sufficient and without the need of a helping hand. Do you feel like you're one of those women that can just get it done?
Oh, God, yeah. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I do a little bit of everything.
There you go. It
That's
says
what I thought.
your future is sparkling clear. Look at that.
Perfect.
This is how you want it to go.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Kirsten, I'm so glad you called.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I mean, it's
am I.
amazing how.
Everything turned out so nice.
It did.
Have a great morning.
Oh, my God.
Thank you so much.
I'm going to hear that in my sleep.
That's what I thought.
All right.
Can we do one more?
That's what I thought.
Can we do one more?
Yeah, we can do one more.
All right, you got to pick then. Will it be Liz or Kathy?
Let's do, I'm feeling Kathy.
All right. Hey, Kathy, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Doing good. How about you guys?
You know what?
That's what I thought.
We knew you were going to be doing well once you got on the show. So are you ready to have your tarot read?
I am.
All right. So what we need to do is we need to make sure you're completely ready.
Let me use the power of the tarot to show you the way. Call me now for your free reading.
All right. Here comes your free reading.
Okay. Your past. Kathy? Correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Kathy.
You finally got it all. This is the past. The doting husband, beautiful kids, gorgeous ranch-style home, complete with the white picket fence and the dog. No more keeping up with the Joneses. You are the Joneses. Did you feel that way?
Not at all.
That's what I thought.
That's what I thought.
That's what I thought. All right, so it's absolutely right. So go to the next. This is your present now.
I can't do this. All right.
That's what I thought.
Shut up. Ace of Pentacles. Like hosting a dinner party. This is your present. The key to financial success is preparation. This reminds us that before we can begin any endeavor, we have to have a sensible financial plan for fierce determination.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
I don't know what the hell that means.
So that's right again? All right, we're 2 for 2.
That's what I thought.
Kathy, here comes your future.
That's what I thought.
All right. Your future is the Page of Cups. Kathy's throwing me off. Is a creative, sensitive, nurturing figure who demonstrates the importance of pouring plenty of TLC into any relationship so you can blossom.
That is true.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
That's going to be your future. New relationships to blossom in your garden. That's what I thought. So I'm sorry if that was kind of a letdown.
I thought it was great. I thought
Really?
it was the best thing we did all day. That was some quality.
I think the future was the best.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
That's how you always wanted to end, like your future to look bright, not the bankruptcy one. You want the bankruptcy one in your past.
All right. Well, I'm glad we could make your life a whole lot better today, Kathy. You waited on hold for that long for that.
That's all right. You guys have a great day.
You too. Have a great one.
That's what I thought.
All right. Liz, you waited on hold forever. I can only assume that you've got really neither nothing going on today or you're desperate for answers.
Nothing really going on.
That's what I thought.
All right, so let's get to it.
No need for a reading.
Yep. Have a great day. See you later. All right, so we got time for one more reading. Kat's going to give you, as she's now cut, shuffled, and recut the deck, your past, your present, and your future, courtesy of the Housewife Tarot card set. Liz, good luck.
All right, your past.
Thank you.
The card that was drawn, 10 of Pentacles. You ready?
Ooh, the 10 of Pentacles.
A beautiful china plate adorned with the image of the perfect home, whether passed down through generations or accumulated through hard work and shrewd business sense. You must remember to share that with which you've been blessed. So, is there something that you had to share with anybody in your past?
That's weird. The house that we live in for the past 11, 12 years has been in the family since my husband's grandparents.
Yeah.
That's what
And
I
many generations lived here.
That is incredible. Look at that. See? These are so right.
That's what I thought.
Your present and your future are the ones that I like to focus on. I don't want to focus on the past. You know what I mean? It's like the past.
That's just to
is the
verify
past.
that we're legit and that this
Right.
isn't a scam.
So we're going to move on. The card that was drawn for your present, this is the one you want to pay attention to. It's happening right now, the moon. All right. A nightly ritual of mud masks, curlers, and hairnets can provide much more than just peaches and cream skin and perfect curls. While your body gets its beauty rest, your unconscious mind is providing dreams with hints and tips for your working hours.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
That's what I thought.
Thank you. That's our segue when we don't know what the hell it means.
Listen, some of this stuff doesn't translate to our generation very well, so we're just going to assume it's right now.
I wish it would just tell you, you will die.
What you
next year.
just should be super excited about, Liz, is your future. According to the Housewife Tarot set in the Playhouse, your future holds what, Kat? What was the card she got?
Page of Wands. All right. This little guy.
Kat's got this a lot when Derek's on vacation.
Anyway, usually denotes a charismatic child with an active imagination and a wellspring of energy, a fun-loving explorer. He likes to be the center of attention. He might indicate the need to find a creative use for his skill. You're not a guy.
Do you have a kid that seems a little rambunctious?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
So this card is also the need for growth to bring your dreams into reality. So are you working towards something like a dream?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
That's what I thought. See? I just needed, Kathy was just kind of like a one that didn't work out.
A dud.
Too. Look,
Oh,
yes.
hey, be nice.
No, Kathy wasn't a dud. Her reading was a dud, but see.
Yeah, the reading, not Kathy.
All
No.
right, all right, Liz. So you feel a little bit better about what's all going on here today now?
Yep, I feel great
what I
about
thought.
my life now.
All right.
Well, hey, I'm
I
glad
believe.
Did you throw your hands up?
Yeah,
I did. Oh my God, I totally threw my hand up.
I got praise hands out of that deal. All right. Thanks, Liz. Have a great morning.
Thanks, guys.
That's what I thought.
Podcast. Download the podcast.
The Playhouse Podcast is made possible thanks to Bradshaw and Bryant Law Offices. Catch the live show weekdays from 5:30 to 9 on 104.7 KCLD. Now, share this with a friend. Immediately.
And hey, we have more podcast episodes available, so go check them out right now. Do it. Come on, do it. Seriously, do it.